when you're subject to micromanaging, they call it micromanaging, but it's actually organized crimes. I thought I would do a special little recording just for my baby, my unborn child that's yet to be born. The year today is August 2021, and at the moment we're right in the middle of a pandemic. It's called COVID. Coronavirus. So it means everybody in New Zealand is in lockdown on level 4, which means we are not allowed to go anywhere to each other's houses. We actually have to stay home, and if we do go out, we have to wear masks. But this little clip is, I've decided I will just video clip every now and then, just right up to you when you're born, and so I will just talk about how just, you know, at this stage, I'm only, from my own calculation, I think I am roughly 12 weeks, maybe, but I think it's tomorrow, but there's a very strong possibility that I could be further on. Anyways, I went for a blood test. The blood test came back positive. However, in this generation, or in this century of 2021, they assess pregnancy differently. So I've had 3 pregnancies. The pregnancy right through till full term. In fact, I think all 3 of them were over the 40-week period waiting, so I was overdue. And 2 of them, I think I was induced. So, but this time round, I'm a lot older. Okay, this is me. I am 37 weeks, as you can see. I've expanded. I'm doing this video clip for evidence. Yeah, it's been kind of a bit of a scary ride for me, because I'm not in the same boat with the doctors, or they're not in the same boat with me as far as medically. They say I'm not pregnant, even though the first blood test came back positive. In fact, I've had 2 tests done and 2 were positive, and everything else after that apparently became negative. Hi, today is Sunday, 15th of May, 2022. Before I continue with any more of my videos on YouTube as far as my court case is concerned, I thought I'd do a quick update of what's been happening with me since my last video clip in regards to my pregnancy. So I'm doing this video clip basically for evidence in case I don't make it. As far as my pregnancy is concerned, I'm not in the same boat with the doctors. I'm not in the same boat as far as the medical practitioners in the hospital who have kept misdiagnosing me and trying to convince me that I'm not pregnant. Okay, so now it's the date today is way out in May. I've been to the hospital 5 times in total, twice by the ambulance, but they're all kind of just sticking, with each other, and that's how I've been treated when I go to the hospital, basically treated invisible like a slave or on some kind of death row. It's just the way I've been treated historically as far as my medical records is concerned. So I believe that this evidence, I need to put together this clip just to update everybody, and the reason why I haven't put on my next clip as far as my court case is concerned, because I'm just looking at my laptop because there's some information here I've got to refer to. Yeah, so I've just thought I'll just first deal with the issue, my current issue at the moment, which is my pregnancy, before I can actually continue with more evidence as far as my court case is concerned, and updating everybody with what's, where I'm at with my court case. But right now I'm in a very serious, dangerous situation. This clip is going to be basically just updating what happened with my medical records and the misdiagnosis with the doctors. To this day, I can confirm I'm not on the same boat with them. Okay. I've been to the hospital 5 times, twice by the ambulance, and the last 2 or 3 times I went there knowing that I was overdue, and I was wanting them to, help me. I needed help to get the baby, out of my tummy, but they have refused me care. If anything, I've been subject to a game, some kind of public game historically, and that's what my personal profile will articulate when I finish with my case. I'm one of these victims that have been left behind. And then I have all these things going on within my personal space, and I haven't had no privacy. I've had issues where people are reading my journals, or I leave the room, another person come in. Basically been living a life of a victim that's been cloned. Right, since I lost my privacy, going way back to when I lodged the complaints in 2010. So it has never changed. Okay, I ended up doing a timeline, and then I sent the timeline incident to the police to get it investigated. Now you got to remember, none of my complaints have ever been investigated or treated seriously as far back as 2010 with the cyberbullying and the protected disclosure and the car accident and somebody stealing my identity and all that. I've had the same treatment up to this day, where they haven't taken anything I've asked them to do seriously, or they say, oh, you've got to get a lawyer, or they say, we don't do that, that kind of thing. Or I've had the police hang up on me, and just not really taking anything serious. So I lodged just looking at my notes, I lodged an official complaint to the police to actually investigate my medical records, and because I wasn't in the same boat with them, I kept persisting and having disputes with the doctor, and kept telling them, no, you haven't got it right. I can feel the baby move, I can hear the baby's heartbeat, because I listen to the baby's heartbeat with the stethoscope at home. and I could feel the baby kicking, and right up to this day I've been in a position where I know I'm in labour, and I have that urge to actually push the baby out, and I can actually feel the baby's head, but I can't do it myself. Now that I'm really over, and you know, I've needed them. I believe I need a C-section, you know, to actually get this baby out, or because I haven't been treated like a person or a female that is pregnant. If anything, they've really treated me really bad. Yeah, like just the way you just don't treat another human being. So I've been periodically been in and out of labour, trying to push the baby out. But every time I've gone to the hospital, they won't treat me. So I did put a timeline. I'm just looking at the date, and I lodged it with the police on the, I just look at the date, it was 10th of March 2022. They told me to go on the website and put in all the complaints, which I did. And then I sent a video clip, I sent the blood test. What I have found during, in the moment with my personal journey, you know, being micromanaged, I have very strong reason to believe that some of the people in my personal space have not actually been who they're supposed to be, meaning I have felt that some of them were either the family members of, you know, those people who find me a threat, or, you know, I'm talking about the court case, or people in prominent position who've broken some very serious laws. I've had strong reason to believe that of these people that are, you know, taking care of my anything to do with my personal profile, either their family members, the same syndicate, who have a one-track mind for whatever it is slave crime they're using me for. I've had a reason of belief that some of these people have actually been imposters. Okay, I haven't been satisfied. There have been times I know that my phone's been diverted. Not to the right people that it's intended for. So yes, I've basically been incarcerated and completely controlled and manipulated behind the scene by the people that are controlling and manipulating my set of circumstance. So I lodged these complaints with the police. Anyways, I had a conversation with the officer in charge, and it was quite obvious he had no intentions of investigating my complaints. So now they've got me, all right? Here I am. I'm well overdue. I'm pregnant. And I'm in a situation now that I need medical care. You know, I need a C-section. There are other issues that I know that I've tried to push the baby out by myself, but I can't. So it's either the birth canal's not, you know, big enough, and the baby is overdue, and the baby's growing. I've already had my scan back in January where they checked my ovaries, checked everything, and they said, in fact, the lady that actually did it, she saw the baby. I saw the baby, but my doctor has sent me there not about the pregnancy. Because this is all part of the create the evidence kind of thing. This is why my case is so serious. They're creating the evidence, okay? It's deliberate. So they're doing their whatever it is behind the scene, and they've got something really wrong or something very serious in mind about me, okay? This is my own personal belief. I believe that they were going to kill me, steal the baby, and steal my organs. This has happened to me twice. I have been in that serious kind of predicament back in 2010 and this time. So, you know, they've never left me alone. I don't know, you know, that I haven't had any privacy at all, none. And a lot of things that I've been through, my family haven't known until I actually went on social media, or, you know, we've had family issues where I've been frustrated because, you know, then I realized later on how left behind I have been, and, you know, how seriously dangerous it has been for me and for my family. I can confirm I am not in the same boat with the doctors. My belief is they're refusing to actually treat me. They're refusing to treat me because it means defeat. That means admitting that they've made a big mistake. So they refuse to deal with the issue because they all want to cover up, because they know that they're all going to get prosecuted, and they are going to get prosecuted anyway, even if I don't make it. But I believe this is really important. I still feel the babies. I thought my baby was dead, but the last time can hear the heartbeat, but you know, just yesterday I've checked again and I can still hear the baby's heartbeat. No, the baby's not dead. But the last ambulance trip that I went to, let's see if I can bring that up, if I can think. I started bleeding, and so I was worried about that, and I went to the hospital because, you know, when your woman's bleeding and she's carrying, that's a very serious sign. And I was bleeding quite heavily, but they refused. You know, they came in, they did how many scans the hospital did with me? Three times the hospitals did a scan on me, 2 at Waitakere, 1 in Auckland. I haven't been satisfied with the scans because the way they had, you know, tried to convince me that there's nothing in my tummy, there's no baby in my tummy. But I haven't been satisfied. I've asked them, I wanted to hear the baby's heartbeat. They says, no, we're satisfied, we're going to go by whatever, you know, what the medical record says, and, you know, that's what we're sticking by. I just wanted to confirm and verify my medical records in regards to the pregnancy. Now, the reason why this information is really relevant is in case after the fact and something happens to me and I don't make it, how easy it is people can just pick up somebody's medical records and misinterpret everything. But because it's my medical records, and I know that I've been cloned and used for scientific experiment where the substitute have been used historically. So I just wanted to verify and confirm that I do not have a belly fat, and I don't have cancer. That's already been confirmed, that I don't have cancer. I don't have anything wrong with my insides, but I can confirm from my own personal assessment and what I feel with my body and with my own personal experience of being a mother of 3 before. This is my 4th pregnancy, that I'm definitely pregnant. Okay, so I felt that was important, that this evidence is recorded and documented from my own words. Here's why. Around about 24 years ago, I had an operation on my fallopian tube where I put a little clip on it, on my fallopian tube, so I couldn't, it wasn't where it was a permanent, where you get your tubes tied. There's a difference. I wanted more kids, or I wasn't sure. I just knew I didn't want anything definite. So I had a little operation where they put a little plastic clip on my fallopian tube. However, the doctor did say to me that there was still a 1% chance that I could still fall pregnant. Now, that was like 24 years ago. And so it's important that this is recorded from my own words. However, I did have a scan on January of this year, and I can verify I saw my baby in my stomach. So it's been a very long break as far as, with the, pregnancy and the fallopian tube thing. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm definitely pregnant. I feel this is really important to state that, because I'm in a very serious situation where I haven't been I feel I haven't been given the proper justice. And what everyone is doing to me is absolutely illegal. Okay, they've taken away my Bill of Rights and my human rights. So since I've been subject to this scientific experiment, or whatever everyone wants to call it, it's definitely slave crimes is what I'm subject to. Now, by the end of finishing all my court case, because that's I do intend on finishing my court case and presenting the evidence in my own words, and with what I submitted to the court as evidence that they had no medical evidence as far as my mental health. Okay, so but this clip is basically just focusing on the now at the moment, because I think this is the most relevant